Okay, so I know I did this question already, but I made a mistake at the very last step, and that's annoying me. So I'm going to do it again and re-upload it and remove the other video. So verify that that is the equation of a circle through those 2 points. So first we want to check that the points are on this equation. So that would be x times a minus a, which is 0, plus x is a. Oh yes, I should actually write in rather than just x. So it's going to be a times 0 plus y, and y is 0, and then 0 minus b equals k, and then remember that's going to be ba, and the y is 0 minus ab, so that cancels out and it works. And likewise for the other point, x is 0 times 0 minus a plus b times 0, b minus b, equals k, 0 plus ab minus ab. So that checks out as well. And let's expand this. So we have x squared minus ax plus y squared minus by equals kbx plus kay minus abk. So that's going to be x squared plus y squared plus, or minus I could say, a plus kbx minus b plus ka y plus abk equals 0. So that's the equation of a circle. Find the equation of the circle through that point and that the line, the centers on that line. So firstly, I'll just sub in this is like the a and this is the b. So if I sub that in, I'll get x squared plus y squared minus 1 plus 2kx minus 2 plus, why did I write c here? P B K A K y plus 2k equals 0. So the center is at 1 plus 2k and 2 plus k, both over 2. And that center is supposed to be on that line. So if we sub that in, we get x plus 3 times y minus 11 equals 0. I'll multiply by 2, getting rid of those. And I'll have 2k plus 3k is 5k. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. So that will equal 22 minus 7, which is 15, right? So that means k is 3. So the circle would be x squared plus y squared minus 7x minus 5y plus 6 equals 0. That's the circle. That's the equation of the circle. Verify that the origin is outside this circle. So if you calculate the distance from the center of the circle to the origin, so from the center of the circle to the origin, it's supposed to be bigger than the radius. So the distance would be the square root of 7 over 2 squared plus 5 over 2 squared when you calculate the distance from 0, 0 to 7 over 2, 5 over 2. That is, what's that? Root 49 plus 25, 74 over 2. But the radius, I haven't actually calculated yet. That's, let me get my calculator. That's root 37. But the radius is root 49. No, that's not right. 7 over 2 squared plus 5 over 2 squared minus 6, I think. It's the formula, isn't it? Oh, well, I can see that's smaller, yeah, because of the squaring. That's 5 root 2 over 2. But you can see that that number is going to be smaller than that number. So the D is definitely... sorry, I mean to say, you can see that this number is bigger than this number because it doesn't have the minus 6 at the end. So the D is definitely bigger than the OR. That's 37. It looks a bit like a 9. Yeah. And then lastly, find the slopes of the tangents from the origin to the circle. So just make a bit of space here. Perpendicular distance is what we need. So because the line passes through the origin, we know its equation must be y equals mx. Y equals mx, or in other words, mx minus y plus 0 equals c. And the distance should equal the radius. So that is the perpendicular distance, 5 root 2 over 2. Is that the radius? That's not what I got last time. Must have made a sign mistake. Let's double check it. Yeah, 5 root 2 over 2. Yeah, no, that's right. 5 root 2 over 2. 5 root 2 over 2. That should equal absolute. Oh, and the center of the circle is 7 over 2, 5 over 2. So that'd be m times 7 over 2 minus 5 over 2 plus 0 over root m squared plus 1. We square everything. And this becomes 25 over 2 equals, and just before I square, actually, I'll multiply above and below by 2. So the 2's here cancel. And then at the bottom here, I'm going to get a quarter. And that's going to be 7m minus 5 squared over m squared plus 1. So I bring the 4 up here. 2 goes into that twice. 2 times 25 is 50. So that would be 50m squared plus 50 equals 49m squared minus 70m plus 25. Okay, so the quadratic we get will be m squared plus 70m minus 25 equals 0. And you have to use the quadratic formula because it says it's in surd form. So if you use the quadratic formula, you get m equals minus 35 plus or minus 25 root 2, which I think is what it should have been when I did the correction video last time. Actually, I was just checking and I just copped once again, this quadratic has thwarted me. I don't know what it is about this quadratic. 50 minus 25 is plus 25. M equals minus 35 plus or minus 20 root 3. And that is the answer. Great.